Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn how to create matrices and how to find transpose of matrices. How can you find maximum, minimum? Okay, now let's go. Import numpy as np dot array. So creating of matrices is nothing but creating an array of list of lists. Okay, so this is a list and inside you can fill lists. So list 1 comma list 2, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. So I'm naming this as matrix. So mat. So I'm printing this matrices. So this is your matrices. Okay. Now finding the max item and finding the minimum item in a matrices. So to find max item, you have a method called max. So mat dot max. So in this matrices, 6 is the maximum item. So it returned with 6. Okay. Now minimum, you have min. So min means minimum. So minimum is 1, right? Yeah, 1. Now if you want row wise max item, then you have to go for axis equal to 0. So how many items are there in each row? How many items are there in each row? 3 items. 3 items are there. Okay. So each item is compared. Now when you write axis equal to 0, then numpy works like this. Now it will compare 1 and 4. So which is max? 4, comma. It will compare 2 and 5. Then the max is 5, comma. And it will compare 3 and 6. So since a row consists of 3 items, so the consecutive items are compared. So 1 is compared with 4, 2 is compared with 5, 3 is compared with 6. Now the output is 4, 5, 6. Let's see this. Correct? Now if I change this item, right? One more example I'm giving this. So let's try again. 7, 8, 9 and 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now you tell me the answer. Just think and guess the output. So this is an array, right? Now since since the matrices is having 2 rows and each row is having 3 items, so output will consist of 3 items. Okay, when you write axis 0, then it will work like this. Now 7 is compared with 4, the max is 7. Then 8 is compared with 5, the max is 8, comma. 9 is compared with 6, so the max is 9. So the output will be array of 7, 8, 9. Let's see this. Correct? Now in the same way, axis equal to 0. So axis of 0 means it will consider only rows, and it will check how many items are present in a row. Now it will create a list having 3 items because each row is having 3 items. So 3 items are, so it will compare 7 and 4. The minimum is 4. So the output is having 4. 8 comma 5, the minimum is 5. 9 comma 6, minimum is 6. So the output here is 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now in the same way, mat dot max of axis 1. So axis 1 means column wise. How many columns are there? 3. And each column is having 2 items only. So the output will be having only 2 items. Now 7 and 4. Okay, let's run this. See, because each column is having 2 items, so that's why the output will be having only 2 items. Now let us check how axis 1 works. Now it will check maximum of 7, 8, 9. So maximum of 7, 8, 9 is 9. So the output is 9 as first item. And the max of 4, 5, 6 is 6. So that's why the second item is 6. Now I will change the items, and one more time we will check the concept. 56 comma 7 comma 9, 41 comma 6. Okay, now run this. Yeah, now I will print one more time mat. Okay, matrices dot max of axis 1 this time. Okay, so as I said, axis 1 means it will check columns. So how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3 columns are there. In each column, how many items are there? 2. So the output will consist of 2 items, A comma B, let us say. Only 2 items. Why? Because each column is having 2 items only. So it will check max of 56 comma 7 comma 9. So the first item is 56, obviously. And second item, it will check 41 5 comma 6. So the output is 56 comma 41. Let us check this. Okay, in this way matrices works. Okay, you can find maximum, minimum using a row wise maximum column wise maximum, column wise minimum, row wise minimum using max and min methods. Okay, now good morning friends. Today we are going to learn about how to create an reversed array. That means how to reverse an array, right? So np dot array. So let's create an items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's name it as array arr. Okay. Now if I want to reverse each item, so my output should be 987654321. Then you should go for flip method. Flip. Now let us learn how to use this flip method in Numpy. You have to write np dot flip and you have to pass the array name. See here the output is 987654321 in reverse order. Now we created a reversed array of dimension 1. So we can reverse an 2D array also. So let's create a 2D array np dot array, right? Okay. So 2D array is basically list of lists. So 1, 2, 3, 9, 8, 7. So let us print this arr. So this is my array. Now if you reverse this, the output would be 789321. Now let us check this. Okay, np dot flip, the array name is arr 789 321. Now if we flip the array using axis, that means if we mention the axis 0 or axis 1, the output would change. Now let us check this. np dot flip. Now let us print the array first. Okay, so this is my array. This is my array. Now if you want to reverse the rows, so it will reverse in this way. The first row first item and second row first item will be compared. So the output would be 9, 1, 8, 2, 7, 3. If we mention axis 0, that means np dot, right, np dot flip, the name of array is arr, axis is 0. So if we mention axis as 0, then the output would be 9, 1, okay, 8, 2 and 7, 3. Now let us check this. 9, 1, 8, 2, 7, 3. Okay. So if we mention axis as 1, then np dot flip arr axis equal to 1. Then if axis is 1, then the output will be 789 and 321. Okay, so each item in the list will be reversed. So list and this list will be entirely changed. See, the second list became first list, and each item in the list is reversed. So 321 and 789. So this is about reversing an array in NumPy. Now let us check how to create a flatten array. Okay, how to create a flatten array. So how to create a flatten array? How to flatten a array? Flatten array. That means if I pass a 2D array, it should flatten the array and it should return into a 1D array. So if I create an 2D array np dot array 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay. Now if I want to flatten this array, then you have to use method called flatten. So arr, so arr dot flatten. See here, 1, 3, 5 and 7, 9 came under a single list. So in this way you can flatten an array. Okay. Now and we have an method called ravel. So the output is same, right? So what is the difference between flatten and ravel? So when you flatten an